Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of some building big with Jerm. How's everybody doing today? This is episode 2 of season 2 of building big with Jerm. In the last episode, we came out here to this new area and worked on our starter house for our new village that we're going to be working on. And in between episodes on live streams, I came in here and worked out the interior, and I think it's looking pretty cool. Got a nice little kitchen over here with all our food related storage. A small little dining area right here with a fireplace, and then a big dining room over here. And then we got a little workroom over here with our grindstone. I think that's what that's called. And then our stone cutter here. And then we can come upstairs over here to our bedroom. This is my bedroom right here. I got a little armor stand in the closet here. And then right here, haven't worked this place out yet, but I think it's just gonna be another little like living room type area. But then this is all my storage. So we have everything that I've gathered so far in this season, and it's not too much. And we are gonna be making a proper storage room sometime in the future, but we don't really need it right now, so I'm not too worried about it. That'll do us just fine for right now, I think. But in today's episode, I think we're gonna work on laying out a bunch of our village here. I've got a lot of plans for stuff I want to do, and I think we're just going to lay it out today. We may work on a house right about here, but for the most part, I want to get stuff laid out and just talk a little bit more about the plans for this season. But before we get started on that, I want to start tearing down all these old village houses because I think every villager we had here is dead now, so we don't really need these houses. We will be repopulating the village once we get some of our new houses built up, but for now, I think we just go ahead and tear all these down. So I'm gonna get started on that, and we will be back in just a second. All right, we're back. I just finished tearing down the last house. So this village is completely empty now, except for the center. I think we're gonna make this right here the center for our new village that we're gonna be making. So I'm just leaving this here for now. It may end up getting moved, but for now I'm gonna leave it. But now what I need to do, I need to start gathering up some wheat so we can breed up a bunch of sheep, because I want to plan out the houses for our village today. At least some of the houses. We may add more later on, but I've got a few houses planned out in a creative test world that I want to lay out here in my world, so that we can at least get a little bit of an idea of what this village is going to look like. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I also got a enchanting table off camera in stream. Been working on getting up all these bookshelves on and off. I could go ahead and harvest all this right now. And we can make 2 more bookshelves, so let's go ahead and add that to the thing here. And we need 15, I believe, to be able to get up to 30 levels. So 3 more here, and then we should be good. Oh, great. I was just over here harvesting some flowers so I could do some dyeing, and there is a pillager group on my roof. How am I even gonna fight these guys? I don't have a bow. They're just gonna be standing there for forever, unless, well, let's get that. Can I, if I get close enough, maybe, oh, yep, here we go. All right. Okay, come on down. Everybody else, come on down, there we go. All right, I wanna try to get this guy killed first, so I don't have to get the raid effect, or whatever it's called, bad omen. There we go. All right, that was easy. Well, I was expecting that it'd be much more difficult than it was. All right, well, I'm gonna get back to harvesting up some dyes. Actually, you know what? I'm probably good for now. Let's go ahead and craft up some of this. Yeah, let's just craft up all of that, and let's go ahead and dye some of these. I think I'm gonna need mostly red, so let's just replace cyan, light blue, and green. We'll replace all of these with the red, and I don't have my shears on me, but then we'll do a little bit of yellow, like that, and then 2 light gray. I think that should do us. I think that should be enough for us. Let's go ahead and go get some shears. Something I also want to work out today is our road design. I have, I think, a pretty good palette and a pretty unique palette for the roads. But I want to get your guys' opinions on them. We'll have to show it later in the episode though, because I want to get this worked out first. All right, give me all of your wool. All right, I think I got enough wool for now, so let's go ahead and get started on some of the planning. So I think we're gonna come up right about here. Yeah, right here. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 11 blocks wide here, and then we're gonna do a little jut out on the side here. And this is gonna be 8 blocks wide, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, like this, right here. So we're gonna have a little doorway there, and then it's gonna come out 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back, and then that'll line up with that. So this is gonna be one of our houses. I think this is gonna be the blacksmith. Something I wanna make sure I do in this village is give all the houses, or all the professions, the different villager professions, their own house. So that I think is gonna be the blacksmith. And then I think we're gonna have another house come out right here. And this is just gonna be a normal house. I don't think we're gonna have an actual profession here. Maybe, we'll see once we start actually doing the decorating and stuff. But we're gonna come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And then bring this all the way back over here. So this house is gonna be 11 wide, and then we're gonna go back, I think about 15 blocks this way. So yeah, I think that's about right. And then we'll obviously connect this, and then this house is gonna be actually just a perfect rectangle. I don't think there's gonna be any jut outs or anything on the sides. I think there's gonna end up being a lot of those types of houses in this area. Whoops, well, we're out of red wool. But yeah, that's kind of a common thing I've seen in Austrian houses, especially in like the countryside. A lot of them are just pretty much just square or rectangle buildings. So we're gonna be doing a lot of that. It's gonna be kind of weird because we don't really build that way normally, but I think it's gonna be pretty cool. So I think what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and gather up the rest of the wool that I need, and then go ahead and time lapse me laying out the rest of the houses. There's not many, but then we'll come back after that and work on one big one up there together. All right, we're back, and I've got some houses laid out here, as you could see, and there are going to be more. There's probably going to be more going up that way, but I'm going to be terraforming a big hill going that way, so I can't really plan out those houses yet. I may add one right here in between these two, but I haven't decided on that just yet. And then we're going to have one big build over there, and then besides that, it's just mostly going to be custom terrain. I've already been starting to practice my cliffs a little bit in my test world, and it's looking, I think it's gonna look pretty cool. But now I want to work out the road designs before we start working on anything else. I am wanting to do a house today, but I want to work out the road design because it's something I tried to work out a while back on a stream for an older build that we had, but I want to try it again here. So we're gonna grab some gravel, and we're also gonna grab some basalt, and actually we're gonna have to go get some more basalt. So let's go ahead and head over to our nether portal. I haven't shown that on camera yet, but I have one just over that way. I made it out of a ruined nether portal, so I didn't have to gather up all the obsidian. But we're gonna grab our horse over here, and we're gonna head over there right now. All right, here we are. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put a fence down here and tie up our horse. And let's go ahead and jump in here. Ooh, I love some stuff here. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. Hopefully I can find some basalt. Okay, there's one right here, one of the pillar things. But I hope I can find a bunch in another spot. Oh geez, this is gonna be very dangerous, but we gotta do it. I really want to find a basalt delta biome so that we can just get a bunch of this stuff, because we're gonna need a lot of it, and blackstone. We're gonna need a lot of blackstone too. So I'll have to do some exploring off camera. Oh gosh. Okay. This is very where did that guy come from? Okay, that was weird. Okay, let's do a little platform here in case we get shot again. And we're just gonna try to harvest all of this as fast as we can, because I wanna get out of here very quickly. All right, there we go. Got a little over a stack of basalt, I think. We're definitely gonna have to get more though, because the majority of the road, ooh, there's some right there. The majority of the road is gonna be made of basalt. And it's gonna be bordered with gravel, and I'm thinking some soil. So we're gonna definitely need a lot of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest up a bunch of this, try to find some more somewhere else, and we'll be back in a bit once I got that all together. All right, we are back in the overworld. I got a bunch of basalt. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 stacks of basalt now. So that's nice. That's gonna get us a little ways on the road. But let's go ahead and head back to the village now and get started on that. All right, let's go ahead and get started on this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lead up this horse right there. And let's grab our gravel and our basalt. And what we're gonna do here, we're gonna do the middle out of mostly basalt, like this, all the way down the middle, just like this, kind of. Maybe bringing out a few here and there around the edges. But then we're gonna go around with all gravel, just like this. And also, try to mix in some of the soil, maybe. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad, actually. Yeah, I like that. So that's what we're gonna do here. All right, yeah, there we go. And I'll probably go around and rough up the edges a little bit, like bring out a little bit of gravel right here, maybe bring in some dirt in some spots to bring in the grass, like here maybe. So it'll look a lot better than this, but I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna fill out as much as I can of this, and then we'll come back and see where it's at after that. All right, we're back, and this is what it's looking like so far. I may make some more adjustments to it. I also need to change up the basalt texture. We got some weird tiling issues on that. The variants that I added to it, they're just not very good. I need to redo it, or just set it back to the vanilla texture. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, I think it's looking pretty cool. You can see that's as far as I got with the basalt. So I'll have to go collect a bunch more. I think somebody said there's a way to make a basalt farm. So maybe we'll try to do that in the next episode, because we're going to be using a lot of basalt in this area, not only for the roads, but for a couple of builds as well. But a few things I wanted to talk about in this episode that I keep forgetting to mention. Let's just do a little bit of grindy work while we're talking. So I meant to talk about the plans for how we're going to unlock our old kingdoms, because right now, I mean, I don't know if I even mentioned that we're in the same world as the last season. So all our kingdoms are off that way a ways. I think there's one off that way as well, but most of them are over there. Over that way, a couple thousand blocks. But the way we're going to get back to those, I think, the idea I had, well, you've seen a lot of YouTubers do when they reset their worlds or reset their season, but play in the same world. They unlock their tools by doing certain objectives. Like there was somebody, I think it was Flip, I'm not sure, but I think every netherite ingot they would unlock one of their old tools. I think it was Flip. I'm not positive on that though. But so I'm thinking about doing something like that, but for our kingdoms. So what I'm thinking, every netherite block we unlock one of our old kingdoms, because I don't really have any like need to go back to any of those kingdoms at the moment. So I think that would be a fair trade. And then once we unlock them, of course, we can go back and get some materials or whatever we want. But yeah, so every every netherite block we're gonna unlock one of those old areas. I don't think I'm really gonna do anything for the tools, because I think by the time we get to that point, we're already gonna have a good set of tools probably. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that. We'll just get our tools, our old tools, whenever we get them. And I don't really have a way of deciding which kingdoms we'll unlock first. I don't know what order we'll go in, but it'll just be whatever we decide in the moment. Another thing I want to mention is Saturday the 26th, I believe. Yeah, the 26th. I am going to be restarting my patron server, and I'm going to be streaming it over on twitch.tv/JermsyBoy. Link to that will be down in the description, of course, but my patron server, well, I guess I should call it my supporter server, because anybody that is like a $5 supporter on YouTube or Twitch or Patreon can join. So tier 1 Twitch subs will be able to join, $5 YouTube members will be able to join, and of course patrons. But I want to say, if you're a YouTube member or if you become a YouTube member, be sure to join my Discord and link your Discord to your YouTube account so you automatically get the role for that supporter role. Because I don't get notifications from YouTube when someone becomes a member. So that's the only way I'm going to be able to find out, unless I manually go in and look for the members. But if you do that, if you join my Discord, then it'll automatically update when you become a member or whenever you cancel your membership or anything like that. So please do that if you become a YouTube member. But yeah, so I'm thinking Saturday the 26th, probably around 1 or 2 Central Time. Be sure to follow me over on Twitch and Twitter, and you'll be notified whenever I go live. But I think what I'm going to do now, we are going to jump into a little time lapse of me working out this house right here. It's going to be a fairly simple house, so it shouldn't take too long to work out. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump into that, and we will be back in just a little bit. All right, we're back, and here is the house. I think it turned out pretty cool looking. I like it. It's made out of all oak and stripped oak, of course, and then we did the same design up top as we did on this house over here, with the dark oak, the stripped dark oak logs around the edges, and then the spruce planks in the middle. And yeah, I think it's a pretty cool looking house. We do need to add, I realized a minute ago, we do need to add a door on here, and I'm kind of thinking doing it just right in the middle here. But we can do something like that, and then I think we'll have a little bit of like a porch on the front here. And I think that's going to look all right. But that is actually going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Let me know what you think of the new house we put up here and the plans we have for our village. I think it's going to be a pretty cool little place once we get it all put together. Also, again, if you want to join the patron server or the supporter server for the stream this weekend, be sure to do that before Saturday. If you do it on Saturday, I'm probably not going to be able to get to you because I'll be busy live streaming. But again, that's going to do it. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.